started pulling some of the stone out and looking at it, and you can make out World War on it, Korean War, so he knew immediately that they were headstones. And there was, and it's still here, blacksmith shop out here, and that's where they held a 17-year-old blacksmith captive and forced him to shoot horses for the Confederacy. Chris, he told me that him and his family have seen two girls, but the older one, she's the big mystery on that one, because someone, I think, said they felt something bad happen to her.
Can you tell us how old you are?
I'm Daniel. I'm the owner of Rainworth Lodge, and we bought this place last October. Coming into the house, I don't want to say we just felt overwhelmed with energy, but you could feel there was something here. We knew that the house was here during, or at least this part that we're in right now, the cabin part was here during the Civil War time. And we were able to just not too long ago find out that it was actually all the way back during the 1740s and 50s was out here, and was built by Hans Hamilton, and it was his family that originally settled Gettysburg, and that was out at Marsh Creek. Owned almost all this area out here. Stayed in his family for a while throughout the Civil War, but during the Civil War specifically, we did have Major Robert E. Rhodes encamp the property, and there was, and it's still here, blacksmith shop out here, and that's where they held a 17-year-old blacksmith captive and forced him to shoot horses for the Confederacy. He actually overheard him talking about bringing him with them on their campaign afterwards, and when he found that out, he told his mom about it. They came up with a plan, and he was actually able to escape. He went up over the hill and was able to get away. Later, he joined the Union and fought during the Civil War and survived through it all. Came back onto the property and kept blacksmithing off the property. After that, it was passed on to, well, a couple of people, but it eventually came to Oscar Shaw, which is another big name that owned the property. And he was a 1930s movie star, Broadway star. He used to have a bunch of parties out here. Very well known for having parties out here, and he had directors that would come, actors, actresses. I mean, pretty much all of Hollywood. A lot of Hollywood actors came out this way and stayed out here. The man I bought the place from, Chris, he told me that him and his family have seen two girls, a younger girl about anywhere 5, 6, 7 years old, and then an older girl, maybe 17, 18, 19 years old, full body. You can make them out, dress, clothes, everything. And they're usually seen at the bottom of that stairway. And the younger girl seems to be crouched, not necessarily in fear, just, I guess he said she looks kind of like just worried or scared. And the older girls is always with her anytime they're seen.
As almost as if she's hiding from something?
Hiding, exactly. And again, that's what's bizarre. We want to try to get answers to, because we don't have anything on paperwork showing that there was ever anything like that or anything. But the older one, she's the big mystery on that one, because someone, I think, said they felt something bad happen to her. And they were going into some pretty detailed. I mean, she felt that she was struck on the right side of the head, and this might have been somebody that was brought out here. I hate to say it, but maybe during Oscar Shaw having parties out here.
Yeah.
And they had some young female out here, but the neighbors across the street, the hotel, we didn't have window curtains up or anything right after we bought it. My family was still in Texas. I'm here by myself. I just got back, was turning the lights on. They were watching, not creepy at all, but said that they watched me come through the living room and walk back there into the equipment room, mud room. Yeah. And when I went to the mud room, they could see right over here in front of this door a little girl about 6 years old, full body. They could have swore that it was my daughter that was with me.
They saw her through this window?
That door. There's a door. Window, behind the door. And I think the screen was, that patio door was open.
Okay.
And they were able to see her there, and then saw her walk in front of this window towards me while I was in that room. I never saw her.
So I read reports that, was it ever confirmed that it was used as like a field hospital?
Yes, it's been confirmed. It was a field hospital. I can't remember exactly how many. They were here from day one, so they were here all throughout the battle. It wasn't until after the battle they sent, and I have that. I think I have that online. You can find that cavalry out here.
Okay.
And it was Union cavalry. They had set up out here to remove all the Confederates still left on the property. We were downstairs doing a spirit box session in the cellar. See, right now, this is the original cabin, and when you go down into the cellar, you're right here under the original. So it's the original cellar. It was here way back then. We were doing a spirit box session down there. It was probably about 8 of us, and I started hearing like rumbling, male, deep voice up here talking, and I mean like boots walking, and the spirit box is still going, but I'm looking up, and then I look down because it's getting louder, and I see everybody else is starting to look up and hearing it, so I turn the spirit box off, and they stayed talking for about 3 seconds afterwards, enough time for me to come up, get up here, and there's nothing up here at all the doors are locked. But that was pretty profound. I was in the kitchen, 2 o'clock in the morning. Little girl voice says, clear as day, "I love you, Daddy." And that shook me on that one. I kind of teared up when I heard that because I knew that it wasn't my kids. And God, that was so. But she won't show herself to me yet. I haven't been able to see her, so I'm waiting on that. Wife is back here on this bed. I'm actually right here. One of her daughters is right here. Daughter in the dining room, and then son's in the kitchen. And loud as can be, I hear my wife yell, "Babe!" I turn around, I was like, "What?" Doesn't answer. My daughter says, "What, Mama?" Doesn't answer, and she finally yells back, "What? What do y'all want?" And we tell her what just happened. She never yelled, "Babe." It wasn't her.
And if 2 different people heard her.
Everybody. Kel was in the kitchen. He came running out and was like, "What are y'all talking about?" And I guess he kind of figured what we were talking about. And we told him, we asked him, "Did you hear Mom just a second ago?" And he was like, "Yeah." And we told him that wasn't Mom. So he was like, "What?" And started getting all excited about it. And right after that, he's going back here and talking to wife. As he's coming back out, I hear that he's about to walk out. I hear a male talk. And again, this is rumble voice, this deep male voice. And I turn and I look, and he stopped dead in his tracks looking at me. I asked him what he just heard. He said a little girl giggle. Floodgates opened after that. After that, I heard somebody yell from up here at us. So we scrambled. I grabbed the spirit box. I have it going, and it is full-blown sentences coming through the spirit box. And they are telling us these are the mysteries we want to know. They were going in detail about somebody being hit in the head with a shovel. They're chained up in the basement. He liked it. He'll do it again. Ha ha. While the spirit box is going, and it would pause every now and then, we would hear something yell from up here. Like sometimes we could make it out. Other times it was just like a random, just like yell. Oh man, they're talking perverted. So we do believe there's something mimicking my wife's voice that's wanting me, because they made it known and said a bunch of other stuff. It was dirty words and that kind of talk.
Now, when you purchased this location, I know you said you plan on like renting it out to investigators.
Yes.
Did you ever plan on living here, but then the activity was so much where you felt like you couldn't live here?
That night was that was definitely one of those we were questioning staying here, because even the kids were freaked out by it. They hadn't experienced a disembodied voice yet, and they investigate with us, but that was almost too much for them. So Chris, the previous owner I bought the house, the lodge from, he decided to fill the swimming pool in out there when it fell in disrepair, and he had contacted, I don't know if he contacted like the county or the city, the battlefield, what happened exactly, but as they were bringing dirt and backfilling that swimming pool up, he started noticing that there was big, huge chunks of stone in there. Well, he started pulling some of the stone out and looking at it, and you can make out World War on it, Korean War, so he knew immediately that they were headstones. Up there, that we call it the balcony room. It is the weird, bizarre, off-the-wall room. There's no fireplace in it. It's tiny. The only thing we can think with that room is that could have been the inside servants' room.
Okay.
Finally came to that conclusion. We were thinking maybe it was a seance room, along that path, and then we were like, wait, no, that might have just been the inside servants' room. Sounds better.
I knew I didn't like the feel of it.
Now, my wife has picked up it's like 18, 19, 20, just older, not a child, but a little bit older, and for some reason he cannot leave the balcony area, and he feels trapped up there. And okay, see, and before she ever picked up on that, I had somebody bring that up to me also. It feels like something's up there in that corner. And my theory is energy is always able to move, but this is starting to turn into maybe this spirit, for whatever the reason is not able to leave that balcony area.
On there.
I know when I'm sleeping when there's a couple kids. As bad as that sounds.
So, hey guys, we are back, and I got my rig fixed. So this was the balcony he talked about right over here, right?
Right over here.
Okay. Hey guys, we are back, and I got my rig fixed. So this was the balcony he talked about right over here, right? Back, and I got my rig fixed. So this was the balcony he talked about right over here, right?
Right over here.
Okay.
I don't like how short this railing is.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna fall over it.
So we do believe there's something mimicking my wife's voice that's wanting me, because they made it known and said a bunch of other stuff. It was dirty words and that kind of talk.
Hey guys, we are back, and I got my rig fixed. So this was the balcony he talked about right over here, right? It just nonstop. What's this room? I think I'm in this room over here. So if you guys are just tuning in, we are in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. We're at the historic Rainworth Lodge. It was known as a home to General Rhodes. He was a general during the Civil War. They actually marched right down the road. They're shadow figures. What happened?
Door just opened on Christie.
Okay, yeah, try
Is that from the pressure?
Does it open?
Something just opened that door. Dan's not up there.
What REM pod?
That was the REM pod going off upstairs in your room.
Where's Dan? I'm recording. REM pod in here? This was just going off?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oof. Oh, man, I got cold chills. I mean, I know the fan's on, but
Can you touch that again?
'cause I heard that go. I'm like, where's that sound coming from? My body cam's still rolling, so we captured that that was going off. I ran up here. I need my hoodie. Jesus.
She said it's chilly.
What's going off now?
REM pod down here's going off.
Right there.
It just went.
Well, that's Dad. They just killed the friggin' battery.
They just fucking whacked that guy.
That's completely dead. So it just hit that REM pod, focus our attention up there, and then drain this one.
I have 9 volts if you need them.
Oh shit. Look at this. Completely dead.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to share from you guys.
Are you guys getting a lot of stuff in there?
Yeah, we got quite a bit actually. So we did like a first 8-minute video for a little bit. Didn't get much of anything, and then we set a whole bunch more stuff up, and then I turned the spirit box on, and I told the spirit, you have full permission to use my energy to try to talk to us, and immediately it just started. We turned the spirit box on, and it was like boom, 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 response after response. I also give you permission to use my energy to communicate.
You have a name?
What's that say?
Is it Becky?
Yeah, I kind of smell like Becky.
Your name's Becky?
Yep.
It's nice to meet you, Becky. Did you work here?
Me either. Was this your room? Say yes. Can you tell us how old you are? Make it out. I couldn't make it out. Said something.
But the older one, she's the mystery, big mystery on that one, because someone I think said they felt something bad happen to her.
I'm gonna run. So, just to document, you guys are gonna be down in that room?
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Okay.
this
So
first.
Rob's using the bathroom, and then
The door just opened.
what door?
Yep, just popped open.
I had that door shut because I shut it because I went in there. Can you Hold on, go out there again.
Because listen, the thing is something is at least turning the knob because
That door doesn't just open.
look, right?
Yeah.
If you play with the knob,
That door was open again.
if you play with the knob, it'll latch like this.
Yeah.
You really have to push it
Yeah.
to do it, okay? So we did that, and we can't.
And I had a document in my body cam because I shut that door because I was trying to get that door open.
Wait, so it opened when you opened the door?
I walked in here, and then I heard it go click, and it opened.
Yeah, the
We've
door's
already
not
tried.
level at the top, but you have to basically push it for it to go open. Try
Yeah.
opening up that door again.
Watch. You can hear it rattle.
Yeah, so Rob, look how
It's
much
gotta be
force.
latched.
And Rob wasn't like bursting through that door either.
No, I said I was going to the bathroom, all I did was this. And then all of a sudden I heard click.
And then you heard that door open.
Yep. Before I even turned the light on, I heard it. But it's latched, is what I'm saying. So something
Yeah.
is.
Look how much Rob is trying to move this door.
Like, when it's latched, it's latched.
Yeah, Holly, he's doing that because we're trying to debunk this door. Because a lot of times when one door opens, it's because of air pressure changing in the room.
Like, Dan and I were doing this earlier. Trying to get it to like shake and open, but it just.
Guys, if you guys are new to the channel or new to watching us investigate, we don't just see something happen and say, "Oh my God, it's a ghost, it's a demon," whatever bull crap that most people do. We try to debunk it and try to see if there's a logical reason why that door would have opened just now. Holly goes, "Coming in fresh." That was kind of weird. She just came into you just like. No, Holly,
That's what
we're
I mean,
yeah.
see it?
And I closed that too.
You gotta play with the handle
Yeah.
to get it to latch. So once
Yep.
it latches,
Okay, so I'll let you finish. You're just using the bathroom.
I'm just using that.
And then once you're done, I'm going to come in here from this side, document that that's shut, and then I'm going to go around and try to do my session.
Okay, see, it's
Yeah.
closed.
So just leave it just like that. And I'm going to document once you come out. I'm going to go in there and verify because I don't want people thinking, oh, well, maybe Rob loosened it and then came out and then I went in there.
Right, right.
You know, so like we're not staging anything.
Okay.
You know, obviously. So, yeah, guys. So Rob's in there. Once he comes out, I'm going to verify that that door's still shut. Because what I did was, is I came in here. Now this is my room in here. So this is what I did. So I came in here. I pre-set up the spirit box because I wanted to run a spirit box in here. And then I set up my tripod right here because I was going to put the live stream right here on this door to try to catch that door opening. So like I already have this set up because that was my initial plan, was to come in here and do that. So I had that door already shut because I was going to try to get it to open. Who's opening up that door?